Hello everybody, welcome to WCW 73. We are, honest to God, actually going to make it to Halloween Havoc this week. I feel like it's been months that I've been being like, alright guys, Halloween Havoc, any day now. But we're actually 10 days away, so we're going to do Nitro, we're going to do the Go Home Saturday night, and then it will be time for Halloween Havoc. So that'll be fun. And then, let's see, we already have Fall Brawl booked out. Oh, we probably. Oh, the show after that is Starrcade. Starrcade's a combined. Oh, that's gonna be a rough Notepad time. We have to put together a pay-per-view with both brands on it. That's not a million hours long. All right, well we'll worry about that when we get to it. So I think with Starrcade, we're probably gonna do like. There's basically two options. We could go like New Japan mode and have all the undercard matches be like 10-man and 8-man tags. Or we could do it like American style, which would be like 8 or 9 normal matches and then like 30-man Starrcade Super Battle Royal on the pre-show, which is probably what's going to happen. Just go with 2 nights. That's not a horrible idea. Does the game yell at us about that? Because because I know if you do pay-per-views too close to each other, the game's like, Like, surely doing pay-per-views on back-to-back nights, the game would yell at me about. Like, I think that's probably not a problem with newer games, because everything's on streaming. You can make a pay-per-view a 2-night show. Oh, okay. New to this game. Alright, well, when we get into Starrcade, we'll figure it out. Because we might not need to, but we also might need to. Oh, Inoki's healthy, thank God. And Dino Bravo, all the stars are back. House Show, Mid-Atlantic, cool. Oh, I would not forget the pre-show Battle Royal. Because it would probably be stacked if we did it. Because I was thinking, like, at Starrcade, we probably have to put every belt on the line. Simply defending every title would take up a whole card, right? Because we have, like, there's WCW title, and then on Saturday night, there's TV, US, tag. So that and the WCW titles 4, and then on the other brand we have the Triple Crown, we have the All Japan tag, we have the Women's Light Heavyweight. So that alone is 7 matches, which would only leave like 2 spots for not. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do 2 nights. You guys are probably right. We could do like Triple Crown main event night 1, WCW title night 2, or something like that. 5v5. It'd probably be like a 10v10. Torneo Cibernetico. Nitro style. Like, that's the match we've all been waiting for. Honestly, I mean, we might as well just fucking go do it. I don't know why I did that. We didn't need to. Let's see. Starrcade. How do I make this 2 nights, chat? Oh, multi-day event. Just yes. 2? This is unclear what I'm supposed to type in this box. Multi-day event. Yes. 2, I assume. Save? I have no idea if it did it or not. All right, I'm gonna try typing yes. uh, it's part of the yes multi. I see. I see. So that's where you type the name. Oh, you have. I have to make a second. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I understand. So we do Starrcade, and then we call this one Starrcade Night 2 because it's the Sunday show. I want everyone to know I was memeing when I put yes in the thing. Please don't leave a YouTube comment being like, I can't believe you put yes in the thing. Which is now guaranteeing someone's going to do that. And then we will add a new event. WCW. Starrcade Night 1. And the 17th. Oh, there are many Starrcades. Just which one? I think we're just using this one on the thing. Brand none. Scheduling. Whatever, man. December. Starrcade. We want it on December 17th. Active intent. Season finale, yes. Live music special set. We'll figure that out the day of. So if I did this right, it's part of the Starrcade multi-day event. Part of the Starrcade multi-day event. Okay, that should be fine. I think we did it. Maybe. Unless the funny thing is, we won't find out until we run Starrcade like 6 streams from now. So if I did fuck it up, that's going to be a really funny bit when that happens. Alright, let's book Nitro. Alright, where are we going? Mid-South. Last time we were here, we went to Kansas. Let's go to Reunion Arena. I should probably just be farming these for the pay-per-view. Safe bet for Avalanche? Oh, are we going to switch all of our plans to get the Avalanche World title run? He's on the go home, probably. Near certainty for Stan Hansen? Okay. Near certainty for Jumbo Tsuruta. Okay, that was a pretty good creative meeting. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. It's turned up so high on soft drugs. Soft drugs. So we're talking like weed. Which I'm not as worried about. I would say a stern warning. What are we thinking, chat? Fine. We could fine him. Not that we need the money. No one could have seen this coming. Razor Ramon has been a straight shooter in WCW. He's never caused any problems until now. Fine, alright. Razor Ramon is unhappy. Larry Zbyszko is... Why is... He must be friends with Scott Hall. Or these guys are just weed smokers. And they're like, uncool, man. Why is everyone so mad? June found a karaoke machine. Thank you, June. Debbie Malenko was in a delightful mood and brought some positive vibes to the locker room. Thank you, Debbie. Wendy Richter yelled at Bobby Heenan. Tenru and Gordy got in a big fight. Or just butted heads. It's not as much. We got a huge row between Kobashi and Sabu. Okay. Got some training. Alright, there was a lot going on today. You know what? Open forum. Let's all chill. Let's all air our grievances. Alright. Alright, last week we somehow did a 77 for Tenru, Misawa, and Kobashi against the American Nightmares. That seems like bullshit, but sure. Alright, let's see. The Fall Brawl, the War Games match is all but set at this point. We might as well just have some fun with these 8 guys and do some just like weird matches to build those up. So we could do like... I feel like we don't ever really do... Like, we've probably never done Vader and Dr. Death in a singles match. That seems rad. That seems like a dope main event that we should do. Yeah, lots of tags. Lots and lots of tags. This is a Wild Brawl, obviously. Let's see. You were technically in the storyline with Ron and Dustin, and you were... I don't know what storyline Vader's in, actually. Are you in the world title scene? No. No, you were in the Triple Crown. Yes, you're in the Triple Crown. Alright, and that's hot. This is very hot. Okay. Vader, do you need, no, fairly good. Everyone's got a pretty good, okay. So is Dustin. Good, fairly, okay. This can, in fact, just go to a draw, which is probably what we're going to do here. So we're going to go 12 minutes, Wild Brawl. Draw. Double DQ. And then we will do interference. Vader can be attacked by Misawa. And Steve can be attacked by Dustin Rhodes. Big Van Vader is very unhappy. Oh. Oh. To go to a draw with Dr. Death? Yeah, okay. Is Gordy anymore over? Actually, yes. Alright. Do you want to do this same thing, but with Terry Gordy? Are you cooler about that? No, still unhappy. All right, we're switching this back to Steve Williams, and Vader will simply win. Big Van Vader wins. Let's do botched interference from Terry Gordy. And then afterwards, we can do a big fight. We really should probably send all the guys out there, but I don't feel like it. So we're going to do Big Van Vader fighting Sting. Get out there, fight. Help your dude. Steve Williams, Terry Gordy. Make it open. Doesn't Wild Brawl just like by default become open? I mean, I can change it, but I'm not sure that matters. Alright, great. That's booked. Oh, we had Jerry Lynn show up. We had the new and improved Jerry Lynn show up, right? Right. New and improved Jerry Lynn. Okay. I have thought about this. Because I don't think Jerry can talk. He cannot. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Paulie Dangerously is your manager. And this is basically going to be the Why Jerry Lynn Why promo, except Paulie is going to cut it on behalf of Jerry Lynn, who will stand there. And he will say, you know, Jerry Lynn, he's the greatest light heavyweight wrestler in this company. But, you know, no one's given him the chance. No one's given him the opportunity. That's why he hired me to do that for him. And with Jushin Liger, the #1 contender, on the shelf for God knows how long, it's time for Jerry Lynn to take what's his. Is that stable? Are they? Then yeah. Yeah, this is actually, you know what? By adding him to this stable, it's actually a stable again instead of just two guys, a tag team managed by Paul Heyman. So I actually feel good about this. Hey, didn't Ultimo and Razor Ramon have tag chemistry? Let's do that. Oh, Razor's fucking high. God damn it. All right. We're adding Brian Pillman to this promo, so they're cooking now. And they're going to challenge Ultimo and Razor Ramon to a tag match next week. Fucking Razor getting fucking high. All right. Oh, jump. Okay. This is another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to do. Is there anyone local? Maybe. Let's see. Search. Show me women. Oh, not a lot, but. Okay. Probably be better off going and borrowing people from Dev. Actually, yeah, no, let's do it. Let's borrow people. I need heals. Although we've probably used all. All right, let's use people that matter on our roster. So let's do 2v2. Let's do Wendy Richter and Manami Toyota taking on Bull and Rie. We are going to do 10 minutes. We are going to do storytelling. Let's have Megumi Kudo distract Bull. And then we will have Wendy Richter pin Rie Tamada. This should all be fine. And then after the match, Wendy is going to be like celebrating. And then Manami's going to look annoyed because remember that we're doing like a tag team partner breakup kind of thing. And Rick Rude went to Manami Toyota a week or 2 weeks ago or whatever and was like, you should turn heel. Like I turned heel on Jumbo. I think it would work out for you. So Wendy's going to be celebrating. She's going to look annoyed. Rick Rude's going to like come out from the curtain. And he's going to like be standing in the aisle. And Manami's going to see him there. And he's going to like nod his head. And then Manami Toyota is going to beat the crap out of Wendy Richter and turn heel. Rick Rude. I'd say he's working the crowd. He will help a lot. Rating Rick Rude will help this tremendously. We are going to turn Manami Toyota. Rude tells Toyota it's time to attack Richter. Okay, great. Yeah, I would not have thought Rick Rude and Toyota were, and I guess by proxy, Wendy Richter and Jumbo were going to be teammates when this save started. But you know what? That's the beauty of TEW. You never know where life's going to take you. What's going on with Owen and Regal? Well, we did a video package last week. How exciting. Alright, sounds like we're doing another tag match. Ultimo isn't doing shit right now, so why don't you team with Owen to take on Steve Regal? Steve Regal does not have any good friends. He really does not have any good friends. I mean, it probably should just be Jerry, but we did the promo for a tag match next week, so it seems weird to have him have two friends. Is anyone down here like almost ready? Probably not, because no one down here really gains any pop except for in the southeast. Jericho, but he's a babyface. Canyon is not. He's not ready. Richard Slinger, Sean Waltman. There's probably someone local, honestly. I bet there's someone with some pop local. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my god, those stats. Look at those stats. Look, zeros down the board. Woof. Eric Watts, welcome back. Welcome back. He's not even popular. Bunkhouse Buck. Mustafa Saeed is a very funny person to team with Regal, although he's not popular. The most popular person here is Slick, the Doctor Style, who is not a wrestler, but also it's pretty good. That's a pretty good pop for the Doctor Style Slick. Are we bringing in Bunkhouse Buck to team with Regal? That's also fun. You know what? That's also funny. Let's do it. Yes, he's Bunkhouse Buck. Thank you. I completely forgot the match I was doing. Ultimo Dragon and Owen Hart against Steve Regal and Bunkhouse Buck. Ultimo and Owen Hart have no chemistry. No, I'm not sure. Thank you. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, for checking with me on that. All right, Owen Hart and his good friend Too Cold Scorpio. We are trying to get Too Cold over. And what better way to do that than by pinning Bunkhouse Buck? So this really did nothing to advance the Owen and Regal story, but you know. You know. Maybe Owen and Too Cold will have chemistry. That would be good. We should probably do a promo with Stan and Ventura. And I would say Masawa, although he might drag this down. Basically, they're going to be telling Stan, like, Stan, you listen, we have to win this. We have to, after you lost the title in the Tokyo Dome and embarrassed us, we have to win this. And Stan's going to be like, I know, listen, God is my witness. We will win this War Games match, and Nitro will return to being run by the former Stars of All Japan. Okay. Oh, I just remembered the thing I set up. I remember I set up Tenru and Dusty in a bull rope match. The book this dummy almost didn't work, and honestly, it shouldn't have. Is bull rope match? No, but there must be like strat match, and that would be close enough. Yes, a 1v1 strat match between Tenru and Dusty Rhodes. What a world. Dusty, you brawl, right? Yeah, a little bit. 8 minutes. Wild brawl. Tenru win. Let's put Sabu at ringside, although honestly, this match is probably not going to be great. You have a match selected less than the specification. Oh. Oh, it has to be 15. Jeez. In what world does a strat match need to be 15 minutes? Disagree, game. we can do dog collar weenie version, although that also has a 15-minute minimum. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go strat match. And then we are going to make... We are going to, let's see, add a new match by copying strat match. But we're going to call this a 1v1 bull rope match. That's where two workers are joined by a long bull rope. Match proceeds. Yeah, you know, maybe average. Minimum 8 minutes, because that's what I want this to go. Ring, one fall. Same value, yes. Default match. Okay. Save. And then afterwards, Tenryu is gonna like keep beating him up with the cowbell. And Sabu will run in and stop him. Did I set the finish properly? Great question. Yeah, he's winning. Dusty should cut a promo. Dusty should go out there with a cowbell and be yelling and screaming and spitting. And Sabu should be behind him. Tenryu should be a dust object. Let's call this a hype promo. About Tenryu before bull rope match. All right, we have 6 to 16 more minutes. When whatever strat match was, I kept it. It was set to pinfall, which I think is what we want for a bull rope match. It was not set to like touch the corners or whatever the fuck, so it should be fine. Dustin Rhodes, why are you annoyed? What's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? We could have Dustin and Ron wrestle some other NWO guys. That would probably be fine. Have they wrestled Taue and Kawada? This is a great question. They did in June. It's October. We could run this back. 10 minutes. Open. Dustin is mad. Let's give him a win. Bing, bang, boom. That's a Nitro. Let's open with Dusty in a bull rope match. Why wouldn't you start the show like that? This is too much American Nightmares. Let's swap these. We need this main event to come through. I mean, it's Big Van Vader and Dr. Death in a Wild Brawl. It's gonna be awesome. And Terry Gordy should advance the storyline. In fact, we can double check that. Yeah, they're both in it, so it'll advance it. It'll be fine. I think we can do a 90. You shouldn't trust Dusty, but we're doing it. So, here we go. Oh, 62 promo. Oh, I shouldn't have trusted Dusty. Oh, no, Zodiac was right. The match got an 80. The match got an 80. Mostly from the crowd. The crowd was more into it than the match deserved, but hey, that's Dusty Rhodes, baby. That's how it works. Crowd loved. Ah, this is such a weird match to think about. Tenru and Dusty Rhodes in 1994 having a strap match or a bull rope match. Dusty chucking and jiving and doing dancing and shit while Tenru's just like fuck this. And then Sabu saved him. I can't believe that worked. Bunkhouse Buck was off his game. Yeah, that when you're 39, that'll happen. Um, Too Cold No One did not have chemistry, but you know, a guy can dream. Owen's getting an 87. That's good. We got a 79. Stan Hansen didn't do a good job without a script. All right. Thank you, Stan. No, you're not turning him here. Thank you for asking. 76. I think this is like exactly what I got before. Kawada is kind of ready to... Yeah, he's not over yet, but he's kind of ready to become you know, he's getting 73s. Taue, lagging behind a little bit. This got a 55, but we told a story. And then Rick Rude came out, and he said, turn heel. And then Nami Toyota said, okay. 7 segments. Beautiful. Complete success. Great. 76. I had hoped Pillman and Paul cutting this promo would make it better. Oh, I'm worried about this show overall rating now because there were no good promos. There were no promos in like the 90s. You've got to be kidding me. Dr. Death and Vader have no chemistry? Oh my god, a 75 for Vader Dr. Death Wild Brawl. That's ridiculous. I'm mad now. This might not break an 80. 87 for the big fight at the end, so at least they like that. Ooh, 81 only because of the wide selection of angles bonus. This probably gets like a 78 without it. Ooh, rough. That didn't go great. But we made 800 grand, so, you know, there's that. But how? As far as I'm aware, stuff like guys not clicking or whether they have chemistry or not is just random, but I don't know. Oh, Baba straight up quit. All right, well, that, you know, can't be that surprised. Thank you for your service, Baba-san. We need a new trainer. Baba walked out. Masawa says Jerry Lynn doesn't connect with the fans. Okay. Sting wants me to give Akira Taue promo time. You sure about that, Sting? Are you positive? All right, let's see. Where do I do inner circle? Let's get a new hit. I mean, it could just be Tenru for both, but I'm sure we have lots of people who would be very good at it. Backlund would be very funny, but he's probably about to leave. Dusty's probably not going anywhere. I need a natural trainer. Does Tenru have that? Where would it say natural trainer? Is it in the bottom part? You would think Steamboat would be a natural trainer. Is this the thing where I have to look at their traits or whatever? Oh no, it shows it here. Has a natural trainer attribute. But he could only train 4 people, so he's not like good at training. Or not he's good at training, but he's not a good enough worker that he would like help that many people. How is Ron the only one that has it? I'm gonna give it to Ricky Steamboat. I think Ricky Steamboat is like probably our best worker. And he's a good guy, and I think he will help people get better. Blanchard, Arn, Jim Ross, Joey Maggs, and Ric Flair are happy about it. So that seems good. Anything else we want to change while we're here? I don't think so. I think everything else is fine. Alright. We gotta book a go-home show for Saturday night, and then, by God, it's gonna be time for Halloween Havoc. Oh, Piper hasn't debuted yet, has he? Warrior just got a promo that was like, I'm gonna get an ultimate partner. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Gary Albright, for leaving Rings and UWFI, because that actually reminds me, I wanted to give him some time off, because he's just super banged up. Yeah, he's quite banged up. You want a month off, big dog? Yeah, take a month off. Come back when you're healthy. Smoky Mountain, what are you doing on your TV? Tom Pritchard beat Chris Jericho in a ladder match. Got a 74. Okay. Beat Kid Cash. Kevin Sullivan and Rob Van Dam beat Psychosis and Sean Waltman also in a ladder match. What is this? Fucking Oops All Ladder Matches edition? Rest of the show was more what I would expect. Smoky Mountain. And then their other taping, The Heavenly Bodies beat Psychosis and Sean Waltman. Jacqueline defeated Heidi Morgan to retain the women's title. Kevin Sullivan beat Devin Storm. Kid Cash beat Rob Van Dam in a cage match. Damn, Cornette's just going wild down there. No nights off. Let's go. Let's go to the Northwest. Last time we were here, we went to Wyoming, so we'll do the Tacoma Dome. I might also want a storyline idea besides just creative finishes to like heat some of those up. storyline idea. Give me a good one. Fuck. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Okay, Sting and Ricky Steamboat are becoming closer. Thank you, Randy. That is some good... I mean, it's not really surprising, but at least you're not telling me, like, Matt and Nick Jackson are becoming friends or whatever, like fucking Dax does on AEW. So, thank you. There's a yell to Bobby. Ted DiBiase and Mike Barton had a blazing argument. Okay. I thought Ted was gone. I guess he's not gone yet. He's just gonna be gone in 30 days or whatever. Steamboat's training Dan Severn, Raven, Steve Austin, and Mike Barton. Oh, Steamboat won't be... Will he not be training people on Nitro if he's not there? That's probably why we had Baba as the head men's trainer, because he's on both brands. Well, we'll see on Nitro. Thomas Rich did a pancake station. Thank you, Thomas. I did the Champions versus Challengers tag as the match last week. How foolish of me. Correct. Okay, so we might change that. Although, see, maybe he'll be mad if we take him off. Steiners versus Funk Finley and Spin the Wheel make the deal, of course. We gave Takada a cook test. That was bold. Yeah, we're... Alright, so Roddy Piper has to show up this week, unless we just do, like, mystery partner. But I think he should show up. I think that makes a lot more sense. So we will do... Let's do a big angle. Let's do... like 4 minutes. This part's going to be rough. Let's do Ultimate Warrior. Cutting a promo. You know, ranting and raving about, oh, I went to the deepest parts, the deepest realms to find my ultimate partner, or whatever. And then Vampiro is going to come out and be like, I don't think you, you know, I don't believe you. I don't believe this. I don't think you have a partner. I don't think anyone likes the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, Joe, can we agree that this is where we will be using our established stars from here on? I mean, that's what we're doing already, basically. It's just that like... You can't have a brand with no stars. There has to be someone over there. Like, if we start headlining shows with, like... I mean, Eddie Guerrero's a star now, but, you know, we can't put Ultimo in main events. That's... All those All Japan guys are over there, and they all got over. So, the only really WCW main stars there are, like, Sting and Vader. And Sting's on both brands. No, Ultimo's not over enough to main event. Also, like, he can't talk. We wouldn't be able to do any, like, it would be really hard to book him in top angles. Anyway, Roddy Piper is going to show up and make the save. And then we're, oh my god, it's Roddy Piper! Say re-debuts and will team with Warrior at HH. Let's give this an angle idea. This might need it. Oh, we don't really do angle ideas, huh? All right. Let's use this likely. Let's roll the dice, see how it goes. Do we have storyline ideas? Like, we could probably could use one. Oh, we have a lot of storyline ideas. Okay, good to know. let's use this near certainty storyline idea on the world title scene. Okay, great. This one, oh, mamma mia, do we need a storyline idea? Let's do a safe bet. We could probably basically do one for everything happening at this pay-per-view, huh? Steiners and Funk. Yeah, it's only hot. It could be hotter. Okay, Savage Bigelow. We have a Bam Bam Bigelow one, so let's use that. At some point, I must have been stacking these and then forgot, which I've been known to do. Ric Flair? A Ric Flair likely? Yeah, let's use it. Chat, there's one hotter than very hot, right? There's like white hot, correct? So it would be worth it to still use storyline ideas on these? Oh, we have a Kurt Hennig and a Ricky Steamboat near certainty. Which one expires sooner? 128, 227. Let's use the Steamboat one. We have a Steve Austin one too. Hell yeah. Great. Beautiful. Alright, let's book a main event for the show. We did Horseman, we Bam Bam and Savage, Kurt. We've already done... You know what? We haven't smushed the two tag team matches together. Probably because the Horsemen teaming with Terry Funk is weird. But that is kind of a fun match. Yeah, let's do it. Terry Funk, Dave Finlay, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, taking on Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, Nobuhiko Takada, and Ken Shamrock. What a match! I don't think this is going to be the main, so I'm going to give them storytelling. I will check the storylines and see who needs the heat. Dave Finlay needs the heat. Actually, really anyone. Rick or Scott could use it too. Arn's is poor. That's surprising. And Rick and Arn have poor. Okay, well let's give them a win. Arn, you can pin Rick Steiner after interference from that darn Tully Blanchard. Okay. Let me see here. Austin and Cactus, they were in the tag match last week, which Avalanche and Cactus won. You know what? Let's have those guys cut a promo together. That's a little weird. But they're going to brag about winning the tag match last week. And they will talk about how, you know, that is a sign of things to come. You're looking at the new WCW champion and the new United States champion. Let's do something with Steamboat and Hennig in the main event, I think. Because you can't really go wrong with those guys wrestling each other. Steamboat beat Tully last week in a singles contest. Well, he could wrestle. It could be Kurt and Tully taking on Steamboat and, I don't know, somebody. Taking on Ricky Steamboat. Too many Ricks on this brand. God, can we put Battle Cat in a... Can we put Battle Cat in a main event? That's a little scary. Get the people who are booked already out of here. Can we put Battle Cat in a main event? By God. I still don't know the answer. Hennig is poor. Hennig is poor. So let's go Kurt Hennig. And make it tainted. Bing, bang, boom. That is tentatively the main event. Although, we'll see. Let's have Sting and Steve Austin cut promos together as well. Kind of weird that they're doing tag promos because they're having singles matches, but it just kind of works out. Cat squashes Flair in 2 minutes. Yeah, not yet. Sting, Steve Austin. This will be a, this will happen after the other promo. Well, they'll be like, Avalanche Cactus Jack. You guys, everyone knows you guys cheated last week, and there's no way you guys are winning those titles. We're walking in to Halloween Havoc as the WCW US champion, and we'll be walking out of it as the WCW US champion. Oh, we're turning Steve, and he's gonna wrestle Sting. Okay, so there's a chance to do something here. Okay, Sting, we are gonna walk in. I promise that me and Steve Austin are gonna leave Halloween Havoc with still the WCW US champion. Over. You have my word that me and Steve Austin will still be champions at the end of Halloween Havoc. Do we have Steve even set to turn yet? We do not. Well, let's set that. Because this is the beginning of it. The very early beginning of it, but the beginning of it. Bam Bam and Savage. Bam Bam and Savage can do stuff for sure. Randy Savage just beat Eddie Gilbert last week. Okay. Oh, Savage he said that Savage didn't deserve a title shot, so Savage has been beating people. Right. Well, let's continue that. Randy Savage. Randy Savage taking on Dangerous Dan Spivey. Never wrestled before. Great. Perfect. Randy's going to win in 8 minutes. We will put Mr. Bigelow at ringside. Then afterwards, we'll have these guys do a promo where Bigelow's like, "Yeah, I'm still not impressed. Yeah, you haven't beaten you're not beating top guys out here, but I don't think you deserve this shot yet." And then Savage is gonna be like, "These sound like excuses, Bigelow. I think you're just a big fat chicken." Now this is the peak of pro wrestling. when a baby face calls a big fat heel a chicken. And then Bigelow goes, "What? No!" Savage provokes Bigelow into giving him TV title match at HH. Putting HH at the end of everything makes me feel like Hulk Hogan sending a tweet. It's not for no reason. It's because I keep putting HH. I mean, we've kind of booked everything we need to. Let me see. Singing out, yep, Steven, yep. Horseman Catch Club. I mean, if we still have time to kill, I think it would be fun to do a promo before that 8-man tag with Arn and Rick and Terry Funk. Where Ric Flair's basically like, "Terry Funk, you crazy old son of a bitch! I hate your guts, but tonight we're on the same team." And then, you know, Terry Funk will be like, "I feel the same way about you, Flair, you rat-faced bastard." You know, just those guys doing stuff. I really wish Takada was not having an MMA fight. I really want to know if I could have had him and Shamrock win those tag titles. And then we can just book like a random mid-card match. Which that's something we don't often have time to do on these shows. We could just like have the Fantastics win a match or something. Rick Martel. You have some pop. You're still pretty good. Is there like a young guy Martel could have a little program with? Not really. Chad, did I pick someone for Bobby Ian's tag partner, or were we just... Was like James Maritato the best we could come up with? Like, what was the plan? I remember doing James Maritato last week and being like, it could be him. Because I thought it would be funny. Which is as good a reason as any. Okay, so we want Too Beautiful Bobby. Let's do... Yeah, there's not really a young wrestler here to wrestle Rick Martel. So we're going to go borrow some people. We're going to borrow 2 people. Someone is going to wrestle Rick Martel, and someone is going to team with Bobby Eaton. Both of those people should be faces. Victor Kruger. I don't know if you're either of those. Daz. Do I want to look at pop or skills? Maybe a little bit of both. Kid Cash is a face? That's wild. Kid Cash is well known. I assume that means in Smoky Mountain. Yeah, he's getting a push in Smoky Mountain. You know what? Let's borrow him. Let's borrow Kid Cash. Did you do the thing with Bobby yet? No. Kid Cash and Bobby could be like a real Southern Boy tag team. That would be fun. Slinger's a heel. We tried Sasuke already. Devin Storm. This point, I'm looking for someone for Martel to wrestle. Could be Daniels. Oh, it could be Chris Jericho. That would actually Jericho's probably the best person to just like go 10 minutes with Rick Martel. Because he's also a little popular. So let's do Rick Martel taking on Chris Jericho. 10 minutes. Open match. But Rick Martel will just win. Riley, what's up, man? And then we will book a dark match with beautiful Bobby and Kid Cash taking on. Let's see, do we want them to take on the... Yeah, let's give them the Cowboys. Let's go with an all-Southern guy match. Taking on Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong. I mean, I'll even get Kid Cash a win. Let's see. I'm opening with this, and then I'm going 4v4. They should be. Let's swap these. Shit. Let's do this here. Wait, no, that was supposed to be after that one, so let's swap these. Piper redebuted. You know, let's switch these. Just that'll give us something better going into the main event. I think good. I don't know. It's got to be better than the last show. So 89. I mean, he's probably retired in real life, but this mod started in 1992, and then it's kind of alternate history from there. So he's still going in this world. Kid Cash got a torn meniscus. Great. The search to get beautiful Bobby a tag team partner is just cursed. It is just absolutely cursed. They didn't have chemistry anyway. Yes, thank you, Harley. 83 for this promo. I had hoped this would do better. Let's see. We got a successful storyline idea and a successful storyline idea. Good. That's good. Things will be heated up for Halloween Havoc. And then Big 8-Man Tag, 84. This might be better than the main event we booked. We'll see. Hopefully not. Dave Finley. Dave Finley, we're trying. We're trying, Dave Finley. Didn't help that you were really off your game. But we tried. $88 for Avalanche Cactus promo. Okay. All these storyline ideas are hitting. That's good. We're picking up big heat for the pay-per-view. 78. Okay. One was bound to not work at some point. Oh, Randy Savage got a morale penalty. Great. That is like the last person we need a morale penalty to be given to. Oh, Mamma Mia. Then Bigelow came out, got suckered into giving Savage a TV title match. Rick Martel, Chris Jericho, 81. I don't really know how, because these numbers are not really adding up. Crowd was very hot. I guess that's about all I got. But a surprisingly good match here. This got a 74, and that was with the storyline idea working. All right, okay. Vampiro did a bad job talking. That's fair enough. I can't believe I spent a bulk of the build for this pay-per-view setting up Spooky Barry Windham and Vampiro taking on Ultimate Warrior and Roddy Piper. All right, here we go. All right, now we're talking. Sting and Steve Austin, 95 rated promo, setting up their matches at the pay-per-view, and also first tease of a Steve Austin heel turn. Main event 86. Okay, so it was better than the 8-man tag. Battle Cat, you could sneak him into a main event. You shouldn't, but you could. $91. Hey, good show. 10 points higher than the Nitro we booked, so that's good. Also, I also feel like we got things pretty heated up here. Oh, he's like hurt. Torn meniscus. All right. Well, the surgery, we can give him surgery, but that's brutal. All right, we made a lot of money. Pop recap, Northwest, and the Maritimes. We are slowly chipping away at the Maritimes. Any day now. Oh, yeah, Cornette's going to be so mad at me. I think he was like the TV champion in Smoky Mountain or something, too. Calling him up from goddamn dark match, ain't no goddamn saying I got rewrite on my goddamn television. Oh, I have to go to like child companies. Oh, can I do it from here? Ooh. Can I do it from developmental? Developmental, Kid Cash. Out injured torn meniscus. That doesn't do anything. Chad, how can I give him surgery? I would need to call him up, of course. All right, let's call him up. Recall. We do it right now. Very low risk. Let's do it. Complete success. And now he is out for 182 days. That's about half as much. So that's good. That two pretty brutal injuries the last couple shows, though. Although not as bad as the Liger one. He's going to be out for so long. Are going to turn Stunning Steve Austin into Stone Cold? He basically already is Stone Cold. Like that, I think his gimmick right now is Stone Cold. But yeah, maybe once we turn him heel, we'll like change his picture and stuff. Yeah, I would like to think he'll come back, but yes, being out for like 18 months with a broken neck is probably not a great sign for his career. Dan Spivey was on loan to IWA Japan. Why? Okay, they're cooking over here. Imagine like going to a show, driving to an arena, and you get these 3 matches. Hell yeah. Well, Kurt Angle is built different, but maybe Liger is too. Fuji's gone. We knew that was coming. Beautiful Bobby's... You know, Beautiful Bobby, we tried. We didn't find you a partner. You got people hurt. It's probably time to let you go. Bob Backlund's gone. We were doing that one on purpose. You guys want to book UWA? You guys... We could book Santo, Mil Mascaras, Negro Casas. No, we're going to delete that one. Marty Jannetty has left the WWF. We didn't sign Marty, right? Yeah, no, they just fired him. And then I was like, are we going to sign Marty Jannetty? I feel like this is the third stream in a row where I've looked at Marty Jannetty and been like, should we sign Marty Jannetty? Raven's gone. Ted DiBiase's gone. $43 a month seems like a lot for Marty, but he is over. Sure. I mean, he literally isn't doing anything. Now we can start looking for a tag team partner for him. He can replace Beautiful Bobby and the guy we need to find a partner for. Weirdly, Marty might be on Nitro because he would be a light heavyweight. Because he would help that light heavyweight title scene. I wonder if he can even be a heel. He probably can. Everyone loved his heel work in the New Rockers, right? Okay, people watch Saturday Night. All right, here we go. Halloween Havoc. Give me a big set. Get a giant pumpkin out there or gargoyle or something. Let's go. No nights off. Let's see, where are we going? I feel like we should just go to the southeast, honestly. We're not doing New England. We're either doing Great Lakes. Yeah, let's do Great Lakes. And we could get 25,000. So let's up this a little bit. Oh, there's all right. Rosemont Horizon. Oh, United Center is probably the best option. Although we could go to Kentucky. Although it seems like a lot of people. Yeah, let's go to the United Center. Finalize broadcasters. Okay. Give me creative finishes. Big gamble for Ric Flair. No, thank you. Bit of a gamble. Alright, that was okay. Since we switched up the team and Baba left and we replaced him with Eddie Gilbert, not getting as many points, but I assume once Eddie kind of settles in, that'll change. Incidents. Yeah, I know, Riley. Rick Martel and Dan Spivey hanging out. Cool. Van Vigel and Mike Bartlett butted head backstage. That's two big boys. Tommy Rogers has an angle idea. Great. Ricky Steamboat did drills. Okay, that was pretty uneventful. Do I have... Oh, I do have Inspire. Let's inspire everybody. Everyone's fired up. All right, here we go. Sting taking on Avalanche in the main event for the WCW World Heavyweight title. What's your psychology, Sting? Oh, very good. Okay, great. Sting, Avalanche, 18, open, slow build. Sting is simply winning. No funny business. Sting's just winning the match. Let's do an angle afterwards. Where again, not going to turn him. It would be too soon for that. But Sting will be celebrating in the ring. And Steve Austin will come out on through the giant pumpkin or the giant gargoyle or whatever the fuck. And he will watch Sting disapprovingly as Steve's going to lose the U.S. title earlier in the night. We are doing Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. That is for the Steiners versus Terry Funk and Dave Finlay match. Anyway, Steve Austin and Cactus for the United States title. There we go. This should probably be a Wild Brawl, right? Yeah, 60-90 Wild Brawl. Cactus. I don't even know why I'm looking at Cactus. This is going to be very good. "12 minutes, Wild Brawl. Let's have Cactus win this match. Let's do... I don't really want to do interference. That's a little over the top. Let's have Cactus cheat. Let's do Tainted. And then Steve could be like, why didn't you stop him, Sting? I think that could be his angle afterwards. Steve Austin is unhappy. What's the pop difference? Oh, it's like 10 points. Well, look, Steve, I wish you could just talk. I wish there was a way to be like, hey, man, listen. You gotta... just lose this, then you'll get a world title match, you know? Don't worry about it. How would you like to put over Cactus Jack? I'm willing to do that. Holy shit, is this gonna work? Oh my god, that hasn't worked in 2 years. I can't believe that worked. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I'm not using the creative finishes. I believe safe bet. Do we have one for... Do we have a Sting one? We do not have a Sting one. So we're going to have to go with a default near certainty, and we have one. So, bazinga. Steve Austin and Mick Foley? Probably. We have a Cactus Jack safe bet. Alright, let's use it. Let's do a little, backstage promo. with Steve and Sting after this. Where, like, Steve's gonna walk through the curtain. And Sting's gonna be getting ready to go out for his match. And then Sting's gonna be like, oh, man. Sorry about what happened, man. You should have had that match won. Tough break. And then Steve's gonna be like, what happened to us both leaving with our titles tonight? And he's gonna be like, hey, man, so I was getting ready. I couldn't have made it out there in time to stop him. We'll get your rematch. We'll work on it. I got you, dog. And Steve's gonna be like, yeah, you got me, dog. Yeah, all right. I don't know if I actually want this match going before the main event because it's a wild brawl, but he can run into him backstage regardless. Tag team titles, Horseman versus Catch Club. Rick and Arn taking on Takada and Ken Shamrock. What a world. Alright, so since Takada is leaving for an MMA fight, we are not going to change the finish. We're not going to change the titles, I should say. But I'm really dying to know if Takada could have won this. Because I kind of did want these guys to win these titles so that we could move, like, Rick into doing, like, single stuff. Okay. So I'm just curious. No, well, only unhappy, so, like, we probably could have made it work. I only know for Takada from Hustle. Yeah, that's... Takada was a big shoot star in, like, the UWFI days, and then real MMA happened, and he lost a lot of his fights, and then he did Hustle. That's probably where most people know him from, as the fucking colonel or whatever the fuck he was in Hustle. Do we have a Ric Flair or an Arn Anderson? No. So let's just go. We have a couple down here. Let's go near certainty. Rick should win. And honestly, Shamrock should lose. Alright, and then we have the TV title, Bam Bam Bigelow and Randy Savage. This is probably another wild brawl. These guys are both really good at brawling. Well, doesn't have to be a wild brawl. Actually, let's have this be the wild brawl, and let's actually change Austin and Cactus to like a 16-minute match. I think that's what we'll do. Because I don't really want that. I don't want a wild brawl right for the main event. I really have no... Like, I kind of don't care who wins this match. Like, the TV title is kind of just like a thing I give to people when I'm like, I don't know what else to do with you. Here's the TV title. Bigelow is more popular right now. Let me think. So the next big thing would be Starrcade. Who? Let's see. Imperial. We know Sting is doing Steve Austin. Don't know who Cactus would be defending the U.S. title against. Avalanche would be available. Well, we already did Savage Avalanche. Hennig or Steamboat could switch off to one of these guys. Steamboat Bigelow doesn't really excite me. I honestly feel like Bigelow. Well, they're about the same. Let's go Bigelow. Let's have him retain. Randy, you know what? Randy's unhappy. And I said I didn't care who won. Randy Savage, you're the TV champion. Congratulations. Oh, Bam Bam can't go 12-minute Wild Brawl. That's... Ooh, okay. Can he do a 10-minute Wild Brawl? Yes, okay. Savage is not too old. He's the television champion. You guys are no longer having a Wild Brawl. You're now having a regular open match. Great. Okay. Let's do Kurt Hennig and Ricky Steamboat. This is not going to be in the middle of the card. This will probably be opener, maybe? I don't know. This is going to be a really good match. Let me think here. The storyline has been that Kurt thinks Steamboat is washed. I think Steamboat has to win this match, and then Kurt has to freak out afterwards. Oh, I have a Cactus. Do I have... Oh, I have a Steamboat. I have a Steamboat safe bet. Perfect. So let's have Steamboat win. And open... You know, actually, we could probably do Call It in the Ring. Because these guys should both have crazy psychology. Yes, 85-93. He said, yes, they both have incredible psychology. 18 minutes, Call It in the Ring. Let's see what happens. And then afterwards, Kurt will attack Steamboat. This will be match of the night by a long... I don't think it'll be by a long shot, because I think there will be other very highly rated matches. But this could get 100. And then the next thing I'm going to book is fucking Vampiro and the Widowmaker against Ultimate Warrior and Roddy Piper. Two equally good matches. I mean, these guys can't win this. There's no... Actually, they might be able to beat Piper. Yeah, Piper's like the same pop as them. That's crazy. But we're probably going to keep this going. Let's do a DQ finish. Let's have Warrior win by DQ. And we'll give this the storytelling match. You got to have a crazy Piper Warrior promo beforehand. That's a great point. Just two allegedly coked up people going crazy about Vampiro and the Widowmaker. I think Roddy would do a bit where he kept calling the Widowmaker Barry Windham, and he was not aware that he was doing a new character. He would just be like, ah, Barry Windham, he looks different now. Piper half faded like Vampiro. Well, at least it wouldn't be as bad as the Bad News Brown match. And then, oh, we got to spin the wheel. We got to make the deal. And the best part of doing spin the wheel, make the deal is we can just pick whatever fucking match we want. Oh, Coal Miner's Glove. We got to do chat. We got to do Coal Miner's Glove match. That's the most, like, spin the wheel, make the deal ass match I could think of. Oh, man. Is this... If the Horsemen are retaining, do we just run them in the Steiners back and get those belts back on the Steiners? But did we already run that match 3 times? That would be the question. Either way, the Steiners should probably win this. I mean, Dave Finley's here to eat a pin. I'll have Scott win. God damn it. God. How is Coal Miner's Glove match too risky, Nippon TV? I did already do the match 3 times? Alright. Tables match? Is that lame enough for you? Boy, Nippon TV doesn't like anything. Texas Tornado. How is Texas Tornado? What do you mean? Alright. Colliner's Glove. Nippon TV version. No injury risk. We want content risk. It needs to be low? We need low content risk? I mean, we might as well turn the injury risk down while we're here. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, the rest should be fine. Alright, great. And then, of course, we need to do a spin the wheel, like, make the deal segment. Where the Steiners are out there with Magnum, Terry Funk doing stuff, Dave Finley background. Spin the wheel, make the deal. Coal Miners Glove match. Perfect. We have time. That's only 138 minutes. Oh, we took off Ted and Battle Cat because Ted left. I mean, there's not really anything else I want to add, to be honest. We could probably we could book some promos and just maybe give some of these matches a little more time. But that's pretty much all we need to do. Kurt and Steamboat is definitely going first. And we could give them like 20. Let's give them 22 minutes. Yeah, let's play it safe and do 20. I like spin the wheel, make the deal, being right after that. Hennig freaking out after the match. Yeah. Let's then do this. Yep. And spin the wheel, make the deal. Same promo. Randy Savage, Bigelow. I mean, we could just add promos. Randy Savage promo. Actually, let's have him celebrate. Let's move Bam Bam to background player. Let's have just Randy Savage working the crowd. 3 minutes. Let's call this like character development. Savage celebrates title win. Can I do a Raw cold open for this show? Why? Just the Catch Club. Oh, you know what we should do? Because they beat up Dan Severn and like sent him packing a long time ago. So let's have Dan Severn. This is not going to do well, but Dan Severn's going to show back up and be like, oh, he's going to be all patched up. Be like, oh, sorry I couldn't be there, boys, but you guys have been doing pretty good. I think I'm looking at the next World Tag Team Champions. You guys go take care of business. Dan Severn character development. This is gonna do great. Nick, you talk also. Takada, you should talk. You're over. Ken Shamrock, shut up. Do a post show. I mean, we have that essentially. I just don't have it called that. Austin comes out and Sting celebrates, and Austin like watches sadly, or maybe less sadly and more like annoyed. I mean, if we really want to, we really want to beat people over the head with this, we could do a 6-minute Sting and Steve Austin promo before the U.S. title match, where they're like, I can't wait to retain these titles. We're totally both winning. You promise, I promise. This is just the same promo from fucking Saturday, but whatever. Honestly, we still have time for a match. And I think we're going to do Battle Cat. Tully's not booked. I don't think he could beat Tully, though. Well, he doesn't have to. I already booked him against Martel. Battle Cat versus Tully. Why not? Although, you know what? I shouldn't do this. I should do this on the pre-show. Because the crowd fucking hates when a match on a pay-per-view doesn't have a storyline. So we'll do this as a dark match. And you know what? Since it's a dark match, we don't have to. No one has to win. Oh, Tully Blanchard is unhappy. All right. You know what? Fine. Wrestle someone else, Tully. Jesus. Let's do a 2v2 match. Screw it. Who cares if Tully's unhappy? Now we're getting a yellow because Tully's unhappy. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, the only other person would be Rick Martel. You know what? We could get Rick Martel a match. We can do that. Rick Martel, you can take on... You know what? It is time to send for the Z-Man, although we might have done this match like 3 times. Only once on TV, and this is a dark match, so who cares? You're winning the match, Rick Martel. That's it. That's the pay-per-view. I think it's good. Did we remember to do? I didn't use a creative finish for this one, although I don't know if I have any that would matter. Oh, I have an Ultimate Warrior one. I have an Ultimate Warrior near certainty. Oh, we almost forgot that. That match is probably the one that needs it the most. Hennig Steamboat, yeah, we got here. Did we do one for this one? We did not do one for this one. Do we have a Scott or Rick? Oh, we have a Scott Steiner creative finish. Wow, we have so many specific people ones this time. That's crazy. Savage and Bam Bam. We have one for Bam Bam, but he's not winning. If I have a safe bet to use, I will use it. I do not. I would rather not use one than use a likely on a pay-per-view match. And these ones up here I got, right? Yeah, I got these. I'm going to go 100. I think this show's going to get 100. I believe in it. I think it's a good show. Creative finishes on pretty much every match. Sting and Avalanche. I think Sting and Avalanche will over-deliver because the storyline is hot and Sting's good. I think we can get 100. A 75 for this dark match. You got to take that. And a 77 for this one. Come on, Tully. You can't be mad about drawing Battle Cat. You guys are getting the same ratings. Come on, bro. Oh, I thought we could get the 100 on this. Oh, I thought we could do it. I guess I'll take a 99. I guess, alright, okay. I guess that's fine. For the Kurt Hennig Steamboat match. Yes, this was very good. No real surprises there. These guys are, I was going to say in their primes, but they're really not even. Steamboat's pretty old. But he's still good. 88 for Hennig getting his heat back, brother. Uh, 88 for Piper and Warrior yelling and screaming. That's good. Warrior on his own was like barely cracking an 80, so Piper doing some heavy lifting here. Uh, 79. I'll take it. I did tell them to tell a story here, so I guess, they weren't trying their hardest. Although when the Ultimate Warrior is getting the highest in-ring rating in a match, that's not ideal. That's not what you want. A 74 for the spin the wheel, make the deal segment. And then we had our very TV friendly, not bloody at all, very safe, don't worry about it, Nippon TV, 2-on-2 coal miner's glove match. How does that even work? Do you have to get both gloves at the same time? Can like one team get one glove and one team get the other glove? I don't know. Not my job to figure it out. That's what we have road agents for. That's Mike Graham's problem. We did all that build for Randy Savage and Bam Bam Bigelow only for them to not click. Cool. Well, that won't be continuing to Starrcade, so Randy, you get to defend that TV title against someone else. We got the big celebration. You know what? For these guys talking, yeah, 73. Good. A 90 for the Four Horsemen against the Catch Club. Let's go. Hell of a match. Ken Shamrock got an 83. Takada got a 93, which is not really that surprising because Takada is a big star in this universe. But yeah, this was really good. Would love to see this match in real life. What a what a bizarre group of people. Would love to see this. Can't even imagine what like Ric Flair and Takada would look like. Takada trying to like shoot a double and like Ric Flair's like flare flopping and shit. Takada doing his like shoot style kicks and then Flair selling it with a flare flop. That'd be great. 95 for just really beating people over the head with this heel turn. But you know what? That's people love it. People love that. Ooh, a 99 for Steve and Cactus. This over delivered. Cactus won by submission after blatantly cheating. Not sure how that works, but sure. Yeah, this is really good. Glad I didn't do Wild Brawl, because I think Wild Brawl caps out at a 90. And then these guys ran into each other backstage. All right, come on, Sting. Come on, big man. 95. Okay. I mean, it's only disappointing because we had two 99 matches on the undercard, but a 95 is a very good pay-per-view main event. This is a very good match. Crowd was into it. The match was good. You know, it wasn't a classic or anything, but it was a very good match. Crowd was hot. Sting, the big baby face, overcame the big heel, sending the crowd home happy, except for one man, Steve Austin. He's not happy. He's not happy at all. $100. Yeah, it's a good show. We kind of peaked the. Well, I don't even know if we peaked. We used a lot of storyline ideas to heat up the stories, and then we used a lot of creative finishes for the finishes, and then that with the wide selection of angles. Like, yeah, we got 100. Who do we want to put over? Let's see. Actually, you know what? Tully's mad at us. So let's point him out as a good example. Randy Savage is always mad. Let's point him out as a good example. Actually, that doesn't even... give him a hug. Let's hug the Macho Man. Battle Cat? I think Battle Cat was fine with drawing with Tully. Takada. Let's just hug everybody. Real Tony Khan energy here. And then we should probably we should probably thank Steamboat and Hennig, but it feels rude to just thank one of them. Is there anyone else that I think might be mad at us? Yeah, Steve. You know what? Steve did the job. Steve was a good brother. I just simply asked him to lose to Cactus Jack, and he said, okay, I'll do that. Everyone is pleased. I don't think Randy Savage and Takada would be pleased if I hugged them, but the game says they were fine with it. So there you go. We made so much money. We made $4 million, almost $4 million, $3.7 million. Good. Pop recap. Listen, 100 show is going to help you in places where you have good broadcasting. 35 must be the cap we have on that shitty Canada deal, because we should be increasing in Ontario, but we're not. I did the show, Riley. Also, we're not going up into England. I wonder why that is. Probably because that's like WWF's home territory or something? I don't know. Alright, Scrum time. It was a huge success. The show got 100. What's there to complain about? How concerned are you by the off night that Nobuhiko Takada had? I didn't even notice he had a off night. The match got a 90. Give him a break. Steve Armstrong said to be extremely happy in WCW. You must be pleased? Why are you asking me about Steve? I'm giving you guys a chance to ask me questions, and you ask me about Steve Armstrong? Sure. Careful, man. Oh, no. Oh, I made people mad by putting myself over. Oh, everyone that's mad at me was annoyed. Alright, well. You seem to be having great success in the U.S. market. All your competitors are playing catch-up. You must be delighted. I would like to bury WWF. I will say, it's no surprise that we dominate. We're giving the fans great shows. Because that's true. Nikita Koloff is said to be annoyed. I don't really care, man. As long as he's doing his job, it's not a problem. I don't care. What, if anything, are you planning to do about Tsunami? Nothing. Yeah, if anything, is the vital part of what you asked. I am not planning to do anything with him. I won't be doing anything. Word is Nichiro Tenryu has become a mentor to Jun Akiyama. Sounds like a good pairing. With UWA being without a head booker at the moment, is that an opportunity you're interested in? God, no. No, I have no interest in that position. Okay. That's also a funny question to be like, you guys are crushing it in America. No one can catch up to you. How do you explain your success? And then this, like 2 questions later being like, you gonna apply for the UWA job? No. We got a 1.46 buy rate of 732,000. And 300,000 people watched it in Japan, which is actually impressive because it airs live there, apparently, which is why the... I learned that when the show we ran in Japan did a dog shit buy rate, but did really good on Nippon TV. Anyway, that's probably all I'm going to book tonight, but we should... I don't know if we're going to book 2 nights of Starrcade here, but we should at least write some stuff down for Starrcade. So let's bring out the old Notepad. So now we have Starrcade. Night 1. And Starrcade. Night 2. I think night 1, we would probably do Misawa and Stan Hansen as the main event for the Triple Crown. I don't know why I'm writing it like that. I usually put the title first. And then the night 2 main event, as mentioned, will be WCW title, Sting versus Steve Austin. And then other stuff we're going to be doing, Cactus will defend that U.S. title versus somebody. I mean, we're probably Chat, do you think I should do these like night 1 is Starrcade is Nitro, night 2 is Starrcade is Saturday night? That probably makes the most sense. Vampire and Warrior night 1. Well, if I do it the other way, it would be night 2, but I get what you're saying. That has night 1 energy. We're probably running the tag match back. No, you like mixing them up? Okay. Let's do Warrior Piper versus Vampiro Widowmaker in some kind of gimmick match. Casket match. I mean, it's going to be on Nippon TV, so our hands are going to be pretty tied, but we'll do something. Let's see. Looking at what's going on here. Hennig and Steamboat absolutely needs to happen again. I think that also feels like night 1, because, like, well, I don't know. What are we doing with the Steiners? What are we doing with the Horsemen? That's a great question, because apparently we've already done that 3 times. Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers. I'm only seeing it twice as a tag match. Steiner Brothers, 4 Horsemen. 4 Horsemen. There's the second one. That's a 6-man tag. 8-man tag. 8-man tag. No, we've only done the tag match twice. I think we could do it again. So that is probably... Let's put that on night 2. Let's do... So we would probably put the other tag team title match on this show, but I don't know what that match is. Should we have Ron and Dustin win those titles? Although we might have done that one already 3 times as well. Let's see, American Nightmares. Once. Twice. I don't want this to go to Starrcade though, because it's already been going forever. So I would like them to probably, if we were going to do Ron and Dustin winning the titles, I would probably just do it on Nitro and then have them defend against someone else at the pay-per-view. But I don't know who someone else would be. also... I'll just leave All Japan Tag Titles for now. That's probably fine. So far, we have no Nitro matches on night 2. Let's get a Nitro match on night 2. What is Vader's match? We're doing Stan and Misawa. Vader and Kobashi doesn't really feel like a big match. It feels like just something we would do on Nitro. Maybe Vader and a friend go for the tag titles? We do. I don't think we've ever done Vader and Rick Rude. I don't think we've ever done that. No, they have like not interacted at all. That's surprising. That sounds like a fresh match for night 2 of Starrcade. Number 1 contenders match. I don't think we need to do a number 1 contenders match. That's what the TV's for, brother. We'll have a long time to decide the next champion. Ultimo and Jerry Lynn is obviously not something that goes to Starrcade. That seems wild. It's probably. I mean, we probably bring Marty in to put over Ultimo. That sounds good to me. I would also like to do the women's title. Kudo versus Bull. Street fight? Oh, this reminds me. I don't think I have... Yeah, I do not have Richter versus Toyota on the Fall Brawl card. That's definitely happening now. 2 women's matches in WCW 94? What a world. We could probably stretch Regal Owen into all the way to Starrcade. I would be fine with that. That sounds like a night 1 match to me. We should do something with the Catch Club, but I don't know what. Pillman and Lynn. Yeah, we could do Ronda Delson versus Pillman and Lynn. That's not a bad idea. That would give something for Pillman to do, and it would give Pillman a better partner than Mike Awesome. This gets question marks for sure. Dr. Death. Hey, what if we did, like, someone should probably turn face with Stan, so he's not just like by himself all the time. I feel like Dr. Death is probably a straight up heel, but maybe Terry Gordy could turn babyface. Oh, he could be a face or a heel. He's 100% heel. Oh, I got that backwards. Maybe we do Terry and Dr. Death. I don't hate that. That would also happen on night one, I think, just because I feel like, keep the Stan Hansen stuff on one night. This is another question mark match. We've already booked like 13 matches, and we still have so many people left. That's crazy. Who's like super not like Avalanche? Avalanche should have something to do. I don't have a US or TV title match booked. We should figure those out. Yeah. We'll figure out US title and TV title, and then we will call it a stream. Let's see. Am I forgetting any Saturday night baby faces? Cactus for Shamrock. He's only 60 pop, which isn't bad. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, is it Battle Cat? Are we doing fucking Cactus Jack and Battle Cat for the US title? Oh no. Oh, I think we are. I mean, we could get Dan Severn back in the rotation too, although I think we did him in Cactus. Am I wrong about that? I mean, if we did, it was in TEW 2020. Shamrock is the less popular veteran ring. Yep, that is for true. I mean, of the baby faces we have, those are the two. So we will write both down, and we will figure it out later. We have 2 months to figure it out. So we're Shamrock or Battle Cat. And then Savage would, of course, take on a heel. I mean, the main one here is Avalanche, but he had a feud with Avalanche already. And he had a feud with Terry Funk already, who is like the second most obvious person. Yeah, there's not... I don't love the options. Don't love the options. It's like Tully Blanchard is like the only main person he hasn't wrestled already. Unless someone turns on Savage, or we like Rocket Pack Dave Finlay, but he's still at like 30 pop. Savage could fight a Nitro guy. He could. I don't know if we really... What if we did like Savage, like something crazy, just like Savage versus Kobashi or something like that? I'm not even sure how we would set that up. Tenru. Because I didn't really have anything for this because we. Although Kabashi's he's not even 60 pop. I thought he was higher than that. I don't know. I'm just gonna write Savage versus Nitro guy. Lots of question marks, but that's okay. we're 2 months out. The next pay-per-view is Fall Brawl, which we have booked. So we don't have to get everything done here. I mean, we booked way more matches than we normally would. We booked, between the 2 nights, we have like fucking 13 matches booked so far or whatever. We'll figure the rest out later. We have time. I just wanted to get like some ideas going of like what the plan was. When is Fall Brawl? Fall Brawl's in 27 days, so we still have to build all that and do all that before we get going. But yes, that's gonna do it. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. Thank you guys for watching. Thursday, AEW pay-per-view on that night too. We're finally hitting full gear. Pretty much right off the bat. We got Collision and then right into the Full Gear show. That's going to be a big pay-per-view for my brand. And then we'll be back next week for WCW, building up the Fall Brawl, figuring out the rest of these Starrcade shows. And that is it. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks. Appreciate it. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Please. 2 weeks ago, I talked about being up to 800 subs, and then like 2 people unsubscribed, and I went back under. So if you're on YouTube and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and get me back up to 800. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I'll see you guys either Thursday or next week. Bye.